Why, yes, you are here. Hi, Hamilton. Hi, Jaylene. Kenjamin, I'm hoping it is. Chamunda. How are y'all doing today? Did y'all have a good weekend? All right, I think I've got everything going. There we go. Alrighty then. So we are back. Our Clark Noodle. Hey, Kim. Hi, Claudia. You don't get my real name, baby. You just call me Grandma. A test of your reflexes. I really wish they would let me have that over here. That's the one thing I do miss on Mondays is my walk-ons and being able to hear it. Does make me smile too. Oh, Grandma loves you too, baby. Now you 1, 2, 3. I messed up to you, but this is. Ah. Well, I'm glad you made it. We cleared the dungeon last time, and we got done, I think, right at 10 o'clock. I said we would continue this tonight, and we are. I am fine since you were 13. Well, that's pretty cool. Ah, you're back, and it sounds like I forgot to mute my stuff, and of course my phone's gonna ring. There we go. Mute sites. There we are. Well, thank you for supporting, darling. I am not gonna play Roblox. I have been asked that for over a year now, and that is just not something that piques my interest, I guess you could say. I did try to look at it one time. Somebody had my name, and it was just like, meh. But I don't think we do. But if it takes you time to get on and do that, and if you're busy, I can do the trust. I can, I promise. The NPCs are idiots, but I can do it. Especially as a DPS. Put my armrest up. Here we go. Will you play Granny? I think somebody told me about that. I'm fighting with thumbs again. It's okay. I'll let you know though. You go fight with those thumbs. Because see, somebody says you fight with thumbs, and all I can think of is thumb wrestling. 1, 2, 3, 4. I now declare thumb war or something like that. It used to be. That's been a long time. Okay. Bascaron! Oh, you're back. Tell me the Stealth Elder as well. That's right, we saved her. Ah, thank you, Reader. I appreciate that, darling. Thank you, darling. Look. All the way that way, and there's a banner of my game. I put that because people kept asking me what I'm playing, and it's just like, that. I'm playing that. Thank the gods for that. I don't rightly know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad Frixio didn't come to any harm. Ah, but there I go tempting fate. Run over to Little Solus and secure us peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charlian and the twin adder's bow. You've done Gran'ma a great service this day, lass, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers in so doing. Be sure and come by whenever you feel like a drop of concurrent fireworks. Alright. And we have new gear. I do not like the way it looks. Maybe I can't. Oh, because I'm not in a spot that has an aether. We will take care of that when we are back in the city. That's for certain. Alright, a simple gift. Bascaron has something he wants delivered to the Sylph. I'm here again. Hi, Damien. How you doing, darling? Oh my God, a pumpkin! Wow! Wow, a couple of pumpkins. Oh my God, a pumpkin! Wow! I have my pumpkins in here. Hey, darlings. Bye, sweetheart. Good luck with that injection. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylph's little solace. This Azima rose oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gran'ma's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elements, but weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of self as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together. And the 12 wood with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of hope that both Gran'ma and self alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. No problem. Guess I can go teleport. I think that's too proud. Just gonna hope. Yep, it is. And I can fix my glamour. Here we go. Yay! Alrighty. And we have our little mount too. So we're not like running everywhere anymore. And I'm almost to 30. Which means we're about to split from Arcanist to Scholar and Summoner. May I ask why you're making streams this old? I'm not insulting you, I just want to know because this is my first time watching you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I tell most people. We don't stop playing games because we get old. We get old because we stop playing games. And I have no intentions of getting old. So, therefore, I'm still gaming. I'm still having fun. I don't care if somebody pops up and they're 102 years old and they start streaming. I'm happy for it. I really am. Age is a number. And I'm very much a you do you boo. So, and besides, I love this game. A gift from Walking One Bascaron. A gift for these ones? Indeed. There you go. It's such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One Bascaron and Adventure One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many walking ones are scary. Many walking ones utter many lies and much deception. But this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. Okay, we'll just get the money. Believe in yourself. Wow. Okay. Camexio wants you to discuss peace with Frixio. This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches elder ones. Hi, Sigaroo. There he is. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Ah, there you are, Grandma. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds of daring do. Well done. Ah, the Walking Ones who aided Neuraxia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking Ones call them, of this one began when the Imperial Ones entered the woods. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled to Toto Rock. Would that this one had not, and Toto Rock, a sinister one robed in black, tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black? Why do I have a feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. This one sees. So Walking Ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Gran'ma. Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Leven but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one knows and respects Horned One Conisina. Be assured, like Walking Ones of Gridania, that these ones have no desire for conflict. I am now 15 and I like your face. Yay! And happy birthday, sweetheart. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Rameau to protect the wood from Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Rameau was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did not know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all these ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Rameau. The Walking Ones in Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Rameau. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Rameau is not callous and cruel. So long as Walking Ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland where touched ones reside, Walking Ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. And this one said that these ones desire peace with Walking Ones of Gridania. And so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Rameau's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile toward trespassers, but what about the abductions? A fine question, Yida. These abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered Sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Rameau. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Siths are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One's Kanisina. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Remo to rest. That Self Elder is very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Anyway, we're going to head back to the Waking Sands and tell Menphilia all about it. Fear not, we'll be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this. And while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's message to the Adder's Nest. Besides, Gaiman, hey, Jorlin. Kim, I love you too. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Yay! We're done with the flying cabbage. Please wait, walking one Gran'ma. Oh, I thought we were done with cabbage. This one has yet to give walking one a token of this one's appreciation. Oh, when these ones summoned Lord Remo, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon the walking one as a symbol of these ones' trust. Oh, that's how we get this one. It's been a while. So that's 3, I think. Yep. And with that, our power grows. This one was not mistaken about walking one. Walking one is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within walking one enveloped the crystal. This one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to walking one. Walking one must keep that crystal safe at all times. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Why, yes, it does. Before walking one returns to Gridania, this one would ask walking one to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If walking one witnesses touched ones making no trouble, mayhap walking one can testify to walking ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm, and these things get really, really confused. Alright, these ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for touched ones. These ones, that ones, touching ones, those ones, walking ones, Gridania ones, mean ones, happy ones. Good Lord. Wow. Now. Look out. No. There are tempered cells in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. Alrighty then. So we are going to return. A return to sender. Address unknown. I don't even know if half of y'all remember that song. Alrighty then. If it isn't Gran'ma. How went the meeting with the sylph? Well, here's the letter from the elder. A missive from the sylph elder himself, if I may. So the sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Reborn. So long as that we leave the tempered ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The elder Seaseer will be overjoyed to hear that the sylphs have welcomed our overture, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks. Hey. Back from the wood. Commander Hulo appears to have more to say, and we get more Vesper Bay tickets. Oh, hey Hack'em, how you doing, darling? The Celtic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the elder Seaseer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Menthilia. And let me guess, pray return to the waking sands. Hello? Hello, Gran'ma? Can you hear me? It is I, Menthilia. Yida and Papa Lima returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with a tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done! Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Hi, S&G. How you doing, darling? Alright, so, pray return to the waking sands. That's definitely a reoccurring theme for the bigger part of ARR. No lies. Okay. Young. Tataru! Tataru! Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer. Welcome back, Gran'ma. Okay. We're having problems with our front door. Give me 1 second, and I will be right back. I need to let one of my boys in. One moment. for waiting. My apologies. I need to get the lower doorknob thing changed out. We have one of those digital ones, and it's giving us some fits lately. So sometimes it's there we go. Sometimes it's a little bit of a pain to get that door open, and it's just easier for me to walk in there and open the door than them go back down and get into the car and open the garage and come up. It only took a minute. Okay, where were we at? Tataru! Well, if it isn't my favorite adventure, welcome back, Gran'ma. Lady Manfilia waits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. No problem. No. I am given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. I fear resolve bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim. Yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Leven will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. I can't do the snotty sound that he does. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thancred is sparing no effort. They are many in one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I have been meaning to ask, but is Alize quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. You haven't. And nor have I, alas. Alize has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl. But you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldessian report will serve you well. He was such a little snot in ARR. I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. Yeah, in ARR I wanted to thump him on the forehead. A lot. Could have at least said hello, Alfie. Oh my word. It is good to see you again, Gran'ma. I have been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the 12th Wood. Owing to your effort, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramu from the list. So who's next? The Sahagin and the Leviathan? The Lord of the World has not answered his minions' call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices, for a time at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as Justola says. Unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next the primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the Kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long. You may depend on it. Indeed. So then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with Gridania. Wait, I meant Garuda, who was the primal of the Ixal who lived near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many moms to cover, or whether there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for a more practical solution. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the self under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. She said an R word. Hi, Nereus. I trust everyone had a wonderful weekend. Hopefully you got some rest, relaxation, rejuvenation. Is there something else, Gran'ma? Beg pardon? A man named La Habrea, sporting a red mask and robed in black? 12 preserve! Prior to the calamity, the Asians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? This bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull and primal hostilities, investigate this La Habrea, learn all that we can of him and his designs. I dread to think. Eek! Tataru? Yeah, I'm surprised with Biggs and Wedge there that Wedge didn't go running off. Oh. A sylph? In Thanaland? At long last, this one finds walking one, Gran'ma. This one is most dependable of these ones. Is sent by elder one, Fixio, to help walking ones. This one is called Neuraxia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. Can we be friends? Pleasure to meet you, Neuraxia. Why's Grandma like her eyebrows were down and just. Hi, Thancred. Grandma, pray do not concern yourself with my welfare. My current investigation has yielded some curious results, and at present I am pondering how best to proceed. Yes, but we worry about you, Thancred. Okay. Yes, Tataru is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, these people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Grandma, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Asians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight still fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Shadow of darkness. Venthilia would have you investigate the mysterious La Habrea. La ha 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 ha, bread. I am afraid there is no rest for the weary, Grandma. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Asian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Asians, only that destruction follow in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fear proves to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each grand company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Gran'ma. All right. Get 'em, my boys. Ah. No. No, probably just as well return. That's what I gave her the money for anyway. Alrighty then. There you are. Hi, Swift. The masked man? Ah, you are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Menthilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about Eastern Thanaland. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of the current. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hibaru. The fellow always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. I ain't paying them for information. That's just rude. Where is this at? Come on. There we go. I can't dry bone. We'll do it this way, that way. It will take us less time. To get there and more time to get further into the MSQ. Wait a minute, where am I going? Oh, I kind of went the wrong way, but that's okay. We'll get there eventually. Through over here. We are high enough. I doubt very seriously we're going to aggro, and if we do, we can just outrun it. There he is. He's a little Lalafell too. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. What you seek, I, Hibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? Not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Hey, hey. Hibaru wants to help you find La Habrea. Maybe. Hey, Puing? Pardon me. When the Order of Nalthal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that the High Bridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh endless beastmen raids, folk are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares? Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant? The masked man? I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about them, go and ask the other merchants. Well, I'll do just that, thank you very much. Yep. I've heard tell of the masked devil. It seems that he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Fanaland too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Malay? Let's go find the other two. Absent-minded merchant. Alrighty then. On the trail of a masked man, I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say. A little though it is. There's the other one. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters looking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kern raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Like? I ain't scared. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Kern raids are so constant, so organized. We're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do. But that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Aye. Where there's smoke. Hibaru has information you will surely lead you to La Habrea. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thal's spot. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man. I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. And if an answer, some concurrent appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length, I'm afraid I was far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pair of rats. So, what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Like? Let's go start a fire. Oh my goodness. Jeez, me. I don't remember it being this far out, but I guess it was. Ah, well, we gotta go up. Here we go. Well, I guess it helps if I actually have my carbuncle out. Rude. Alright. You know, if I had flight, this would go so much faster. But we don't get flight until we're at the, well, much further. I'll just put it that way. It's definitely before the patches start for this one. Alrighty then. Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? A paper war describing with the prayer to the patron deity of Alamico Ralgar. Cool. This scroll! It bears a prayer to Ralgar, the destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralgar is the guardian deity of the Alamico, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Hybrid? Nope, got things to do. On the Little Alamigo. Hibaru has a suggestion for you with your investigation. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head to Little Alamigo over in southern Fanland. And just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Oda. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wastelands they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not so warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much a help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has uh, relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hahira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped that you would linger here a while, call some friends, spend some coin, what have you. But something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. And I can't remember if we got that one or not. We did! Yay! Just take a bow. Oh, nope, nope, nope. I hear it. I just wanted to get it. Alright, let's go find Hahira. There she is. Ooh. Scoot up. I somehow managed to slide down a lot in my chair, which hurts my back. Okay, here we go. Why, yes, Hibari's my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that, oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with my family matters, but I am grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundabald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. We'll wear him down. And who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We're struggling enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Well, that was kind of rude. But I digress. Let's go see. Tea for 3. Giselbert would like to aid in your manhunt. Okay. Oh, we'll get glasses. We already have glasses, but we'll get glasses. Well met, adventurer. I'm Giselbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundabald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardship, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men, and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can. And you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what brought you here, might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? You can't say that sounds familiar, but I have been on lookout for a mile or two to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet Thanalan tea, so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Well, okay then. Let's see if we can get out there without aggroing too terribly much. Pardon me. Long day was long. Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. I came to bring you something to drink. Excuse me, sir. Well, ain't ye considerate. My thanks, friend. What's that? A masked villain? Hiding among the refugees, like as not? My compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. It's near impossible to tell what's on their mind. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Okay. Hello, Michael Beckett. I've been playing 14 for a long time, and I just wanted to say I hope you love this game and community. I do, darling. Absolutely. Yay for hitting the subs! Alright, let's go give them some more tea. Get some more information. You there? Are you an Amalja? Do I look like I'm an Amalja? No? Then carry on. I almost feel like this is a Snickers bar quest. They're all grumpy. Except instead of being hungry, they're thirsty. Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet Thanalan. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark scaly skin, stands 10 foams tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. A mummer's fart. That's kind of rude, but alright. Shoo, shoo! Don't bother me. If the Almaja overrun us, I'm blaming you. For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry? A suspicious masked man. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was man or not, what with the mask and the robe, but assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assume he was one of them. Well, okay then. Let's just pop up here. Ah, you're back. So did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're going to get any further in your investigation, it seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. Well, then tell me how to do it. And that is 30. Alright. Oh, it's because I muted the site. I have my Google. I have, there's a way you can put two of them on the same window. So I just, instead of muting both because I have to mute my Facebook anyway, or I keep getting those. I just mute them both. It's just easy to say mute both sites, and it does it. So thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Back to it. What do we get now? I guess we're going to go after the gill. Foot in the door. Gilbert would offer you some advice regarding your investigation. Are you determined to press on with your investigation? Then I have some advice to offer. As long as it's not going to be rock. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamigan's trust. And the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Old Da, but the Alamigans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundabald belonged to the Alamigan resistance. So your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. So I guess we need to pray return to the waking sands. I need to eat, as a matter of fact. That'll give us at least an hour. Oh my goodness. Hopefully I'll get some sleep, more sleep tonight. Welcome back, Grandma. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it's little wonder the Alamigan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades, have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. Compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamigans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there is an Alamigan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Okay, as many times as I've gone through this, I'm just like, I cannot remember who it was. Meeting with the resistance. Ooh, I get a new weapon. Menthilia wants to introduce you to an Alamigan member of the Scions. Your Alamigan comrade is named, Herbert. Duh. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Herbert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. They stuck these people in the storage. Crazy Wesley. Hey, sweetheart. How you doing, darling? I remember him now. If it isn't Grandma Lalafell, the Scion's rising star. Is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo? That is a daunting task, my friend. even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the All-Amigan Resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Okay. Oh, I remember this whole line. Albreda! Because we get to talk to Meffred in a minute. Albreda! Hey? You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Why the hell should I do that? Give me just one reason. Herbert sent you? Urgh. That worthless whoreson. He abandons his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realized Herbert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's my friend, captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Well, I do too. Nope, I don't like it. Give me a second. I only like the blue one. There we go. I'm going to have to put this one in my glamour dresser. Oh, that's not the right one. Did I already put it in there? I did. Never mind. It doesn't look too dark. Maybe it's just there. Never mind. Ignore me. Okay. Meffred! Killing him softly with his song. Meffred needs help tending a wounded brother. Hi, I'm Meffred, a proud man of the All-Amigan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Good Captain, it's Galen, sir. His wound's gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. Damn it. I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galen dies, his blood is on their hands. These quarry mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. Killing me softly with his song. Killing me softly with his song. Okay. Albreda. One of Meffred's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen after all, but that'd mean going against the elemental's will. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident here. If you take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. Lord. Help me! Help you! Hi, Charlene. You wish to aid the Alamegans? You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the 12 Woods. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast of men, babes at the breast, or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petitions have been denied, or so it may seem. They do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Well, that was rude. You help your fellow men. Well, that's how it's to be, then. The bloody hero might as well kill Galen herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. We get ring bands next. Alright, helping horn. Manfred needs your help to save a wounded comrade. I led my men to Quarry Mill hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. Cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel, as Galen can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I've no clue but to turn to you, adventurer. No choice but to turn to you. In my homeland, a long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. Well, let's go and get us some horns. Hi, Mika. How you doing, darling? Well, I'm sorry you missed me. Oops. Wrong thing, but that's okay. I'm not in the mood to do a fate just yet. Let's see if we can sneak around here and grab us a stag. Alright. And that is our 4 horns. Let's see if this helps. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. I do. I do indeed. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Ralgar, there's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscaron, would you? Why, as a matter of fact, I do. Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horn over to him to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Fireman here. Godspeed. That one does not have an aetherite. However, I've earned a cheat. A quick cheat. This runs right back. So you tell it to go to Gran'ma and then you get off of it right at restaurant. And that way you don't have to worry about aggroing anything either. And this chocobo's drunk. It's like going all the way over here, and all the way over there, and all the way over here. And we are here. And the bad thing is we got to ride back. We don't have the chocobo to ride back. I don't think. Oh, Grandma, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You got something to show me. Mr. Booms. Yo, yo, yo. I didn't even hear of even Granny 1 until like a few months ago. But I have a lot I'm playing right now, so. Maybe one day, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, there we go. Well, looks like you got good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. And our Megan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say, saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Quarry Mill? So it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. Well, I'm on primal. I don't think I can. Oh, it does. Okay. I thought that one just went back to Gran'ma. Well, there we go. I don't know why, but I love the little toon with the chocobos. Toe tapping. All right then. Hey, we got the same dress, different colors, and a bow. Okay. It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? I do indeed. God bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galen receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him. In trying to keep every man alive, you've done us great kindness, friend. Well, righty then. Glamour. There we go. Okay. I mean, we don't know. The biggest thing is I don't have the money to get any of those games, and I'd want to start like with the beginning one. He ain't heavy. Mefford needs your help to find a missing comrade. Um, Probably get the moccasins. Simply, I think I like those. The way they look. Maybe. We'll see. Alright. Adventurer, Galen has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need you to help us find him quickly. Start by asking Albrita. It might be as the woman's seen something. Ah, finally! It's about time you came asking about Galen. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it lest someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be the burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry about me. Just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Blast it! Would that I'd known what he was thinking. I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love that Galen bears for his brothers is so strong. He's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Let's see. Out in the wilds, alone? That fool! That great big sentimental fool! My men and I will scour the woods for Galen. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Okay. Hey, May. It has been wonderful, darling. It's been long. I'm putting in overtime right now, so I put in like 10 hours today. After I only get about 5 hours of sleep, so, ugh. But I'm hoping to get some sleep tonight. We'll see. Watch out! A goblin! Okay. Dang it. I hate when my mouse goes outside of the window. Alright. Galen. Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, God damn it? The oath to reclaim our homeland? We'll set foot on Alamegan soil again, together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galen. I will see you back at Quarry Mill. He got fussed out. He got fussed out hard. A little too far away. There we go. Galen's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here until he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Yep, I have boots, and I'm going to be buying some boots soon enough. Come highly recommended, if it wishes to repay your kindness. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend of my people. Ask of me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo? That's all? He says that like we haven't been jumping through hoops. Hey, Lightning, thank you, darling. I appreciate that. Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I will provide you with a letter to show Gundabald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I have no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Woohoo! Back to Alamiga. So thankful media took me around to get Aetherites. It's making this so much easier. Alright, Gundabald, be my friend and help me. No, I do not. My son and his boyfriend live with me, thank you. Well, why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. Grandpapotamus, here, read this. You spoke with Meffred? It has been so long since I last heard from him. I had feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Meffred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Meffred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. Big old teddy bear is what he is. The bear and the young'un's cares. Gundabald is willing to share with you what he knows of the masked stranger. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo as of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their tryst, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may feel well obliged to talk. Probably not, but okay, we'll give it a try. Gundabald sent you? Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man and... Oh, you don't know anything about this. Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that. Expect me not to think I'm in for it. Oh, I haven't, and you needn't bring up our heritage time. That's funny. A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Well, then. Grandpapotamus? I thought there was an up. Isn't there an up? Well, I have to go to the other side. But why would you ask me that, Mr. Boone? So who's broke? You talking about my son? Okay, no. You don't get that. Very well should be. That was rude. You should never ask somebody or mention that like that. He's here taking care of me. Thank you very much. There's a bunch been skulking about right suspicious. Like, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it. And then there's trouble. Mark my words. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have. But I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for them. I have one thing. You can say what you will about me. I'm old, I can take it, but the minute you start insulting my children or anybody that I love, Grandma can get quite fierce. That said, let's finish our day out. So, you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. And there's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I don't know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, the same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Not would do, but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got a revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. Well, alrighty then. I need to sell those. We're at 31! Yay! 0 crimes about timing people out. That's one of the reasons why I love y'all so. It's a band hammer kind of thing. Wilred wants you. Excuse you, sir. Corinthing has a secret message for you. Hey, adventurer. You done talking with the old bear? I got a message for you from Wilred. A lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. North of here, alright. Go out. Oh, wait. There's a back door. Oh, back door of a sort. Alright. Hi, Wilred. Thanks for coming, friend. There's no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Coral got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get her! Get her. That reminds me of, Ghostbusters. Get her. That was your idea? Get her. I won't let you foil our plan. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. Hi, Greg. How you doing, darling? Oh, Lord, Wilred. Sneak back in the back door and go back around. You have a good weekend, darling. Oh, that way. Alright, Gundabald, what we gonna do about him? Attacked by Wilred and his cronies. That they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. That one. Down out. I don't think I can. Yeah, we changed that, but that means we lose our headpiece for now. But that's okay. Big trouble in Little Alamigo. Gundabald needs your help to rein in the young ones of the Little Alamigo. Wilred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundabald, Bertolina, God preserve what happened. I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to the hideout and the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong. I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilred, he saw me outside. He was so angry. Uh-oh. I must tend to Bertoliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear that they may do something rash. Oopsie. Alright, let's see if we can find these youngins. Let's see. We have a map of Zanrak. And now we gotta go to the other side. And find 4 other things. I know there's some up top. Wilred, child, what are you doing? Almighty Ralgar, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Huh? Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again. Oh, Lord, they mean to try and summon. A deity. If this plan succeeds, it will have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might have begun to Bald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the 7 hells did I put my bloody map? Yeah, I've already got that, child. What those animals did to Bertoliana is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilred to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. Here, lizard, 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 lizard. I think I should have bought a bigger box. There it is, a hunting knife. Alright. Well, let's go take all this stuff to Gundabald. I think I have a duty coming up if I remember correctly. Gone? The whole lot of them? And it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. What exactly is it that they mean to do? Well, here's that, here's the information, and what's this? A hunting knife and a map of Zanrak? Wait, you said Wilward spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to. By the gods, this is rank madness. These young fools are untrained and unblooded at all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalga are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. Well, that's not good. Yes, I too wish I had flight. Oh, yeah. Oh, I evidently hit the wrong button. I'm not going. Yep, duty time. Alright, 19 minutes, I'm good. Wilred, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Ralgard to summon him, just like the masked men taught us. We plotted to sneak in Zanrak and make off with the lizard men's catch, but they caught us, and so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathen, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. I regret our young one's transgression, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Come on, I'm gonna throw the book at him. my first time watching you, but I have heard that you are good at this. Thank you, darling. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a good day. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youth could learn much from a woman like you. This battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. Well, wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, right for picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilred? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? Well, no one said anything about... The maskman told us we could defeat the Empire if we summon Ralgar. He swore. Enough. I will hear the rest of this story tell back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Gran'ma will wish to hear it as well. Yeah. Let me out. Hello? There we go. And to the other side. Hi, Kayla. How you doing, darling? No more lies, Wilred. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the master ranger. He told us about summoning Ralgar, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may not be lost to us, but it takes more than a stone and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigan lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me. And sorry I tried to kill you. Yeah, no problem. I live. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. I bet we have to return to the Waking Sands. Back to square one. Gundabald wants to wish you well on your investigation. Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, the man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. The real official Ladybug Hedgehog. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? Yep, we have to return to the Waking Sands. Again. Oh, my goodness. That was Tataru who wanted to talk. coming, Philia. Welcome back, Grandma. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Planted the knowledge of summoning an impressionable young mind, you say. Precisely the kind of deception the Asians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Menphilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. She said the R word. Why'd you do that? Terror at Falgord. Menphilia has another lead for you to pursue. While you were attending to business in Thanalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends, the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that a man is involved. I would have you continue your investigations where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Neuraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her, and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Grandma. I'll be careful. One thing my son says to me if I go out anywhere, I love you, be careful. I love you, stay safe. And I say, I love you, I will. Or I'll try. Neuraxia. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One? Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with the Walking One in the Ash Crown Consortium. According to Friendly One, a Digging One named Medrod had an encounter with a scary Masked One. And this Masked One is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One, Medrod. The Digging One is to be found at Falgord Float in the North Shroud. So off we go. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me. Just like he came for that poor woman. Alright, so we have to see them. It's okay. I promise it's okay. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I think I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was back headed to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man, garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was an eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared to see the corpse of a woman. One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In the instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. out a menu file. Oh my word. What? You're investigating this same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in any way, in whatever way we can. Anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medra's hysteria ever again. Teamwork. That's what I wanted to. Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay her for comforting me. Hi, Kevin. How you doing, darling? Oh, I just noticed that she's smoking a pipe. Interesting. Aiden has a proposal to make concerning your investigation. This is so ridiculous. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the skeleton known as the Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folks are pointing the fingers at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple. But for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the death? No problem. A little this here, and a this there. Here is this, there is this, everywhere is this. Let's go find the this. All those cute little things. That's adorable. Nope, it said go up. No. Ha! One more. Alright. Well, that was easy enough. Okay. So, I have to make this comment real quick. One of the Star Trek movies, Wrath of Khan more specifically, had these bug things that they put in people's ears or whatever to control them. This thing right here reminds me of them. I don't know why, but it does. I'll write it in. You've already seen to the Ziz? Good work, adventurer. Love your videos and I am subscribed. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Good work, adventurer. So you were able to find art to suggest that the creatures were our culprits? Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. Rock of Rancor. Aiden has further knowledge of the mysterious deaths. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I'd better watch myself, eh? Unseemly jokes aside, there's a rumor been going around. There's some of whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. And once you've torn the rock a new one, bring some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. Saying eye to winged eye, Overall has information to share regarding your investigation. There is something you should know. I have been keeping this to myself, lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Well, let's go investigate. See what we can find. I don't care about the... why not? I'm probably gonna regret this, but... Oh, I thought it was just the one. Yeah, after this, I'm not gonna do it anymore. Oh, well, I guess I don't have a choice. Ah. I probably should have killed that thing first, but... Yeah, probably should have. That is okay. We can do this. No, I'm not the mood. Go away. I have to get to another way. Yeah, I don't think that one's going to be going away. Oh, no, it did. Good Lord. That took a long time to pick up. Yeah. Demetro, hey sweetheart. How you doing tonight? Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yards of the Rock of Branker. It has a name, but what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Huh. Well, these are just your garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but there's definitely lightning aspects. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both our time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. We are now 32. A monstrous Banamite appeared, and you slew it? The creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Falgord. Intentional or no, you have done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw? Or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic? I wet my whistle here. Okay. Alright, Medred. Power of deduction. Medred is troubled by the dearth of new developments in the murder investigation. There have been no promising leads to the. I guess killing those few Ziz. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I've been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banamite. But you and I were moons apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventure friend here had a run-in with the Banamite at the very spot you claim to see that fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh, wager the apple tart? Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be. Gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. So obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these things, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. Gulp. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Unless you have forgotten, it. was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Well then. Alright. Well, let's go do our investigation. Hi, Cho. How you doing, darling? Let's see if have to go all the way down and around. And we are going to ignore this fella. And we're going to try and ignore this fellow. And hope that he unaggroes. Nope, we're in the wrong spot. I think that's okay. Just gotta go through him. Let him reset. He'll re-aggro, I'm sure. Or one of them will. Alright, so we have to go up. Maybe it was this area. Where the Ziz will stay away from it. Of course not. Alright, fine. Well, there's the flying eyeball. Well, she has a mask on, so we can't see that her face has been scarred up, but alright. Bye! Or not. Try this again. You have to go to school. Bye, Jordan. Okay. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? Yeah. Have this dead body. Ah, to be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I can't seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud. While the masked stranger you see does not seem to feature in any sightings of the winged eyeballs are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end? None. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them so as to notify their next of... This button engraved with a lily motif, the very same object that was found upon another victim. A family sigil? Or that of an organization, perhaps? Either way, I didn't click. Excuse you. Oh, that was it. Okay. Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murder. Maybe I did click it. In my brain. Secret of the White Lily. Thelmer wants you to hold on to the button. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on with your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Moon. Mayhaps someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. No problem. We can do that. Alright. Going back that way. Ill-conceived venture. Whoop! Hang on. I'm not going to worry about speaking this one. This has to do with my retainers. And being able to assign them a job that can go out and help me make more gil. Good evening to you, Grandma. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for the scones and herb tea. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artesian level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You will have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than begin with Bernadette over by the Aetherite Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes for that one. Alright. Go find her. Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. My kids are okay. Yep. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by families of old, although I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be Singuld over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes it a point of knowing all the citizens on a four-name basis. I'm gonna locate him. I'm gonna need this umbrella. A pink one. I think there's a pink one with polka dots. We'll have to look. Matter of fact, we can look right now and then run through and finish up or hit the next quest. Alright. Carousel? Oh, do that. Nope. There we go. C-A-R-A. No. There we go. Prim dot carousel. I may end up getting that one. It's pink. Oh, that's not too bad. 73. Oh, definitely cheaper than that one. Good night, Reb. Dream sweet, baby. See what a white one is. Oh. Blue sky, maybe? With a light blue, it's only 2,900. Yeah, we'll get that for now. Actually, no. We'll get the pink one. Different checkered, trim dot. Nope. Nope, that's what I was going to get. The picture. There we go. It's just a fashion thing, but you don't want to be out. Enable auto umbrella. So when I go out and it's raining, she automatically pulls it out of her thing and puts it overhead. Watch. I did it right. There we go. See? And it's so very cute. And yeah, it goes away when you're undercover too. So it'll go up and down. Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Tell me who this button belongs to. Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gran'anians. The owner of this button is most certainly well to do. You may wish to take your search to Gentry's ward north of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late there has been a man who was perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursandal. Excuse me. And I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. I'm gonna locate him. And let's go talk to this fella. Now that I have a umbrella. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. But I need your help, sir. The sigil of the Darticourse family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman? Her face? Was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal you the truth of the death, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. What time is it? 9:30? We'll get over there, but I don't know that I will run the dungeon. I know where we're headed, though. Yep, skeletons in her closet. Well, we might be able to. Ursandal has a confession to make regarding a mysterious murder. I thought there was a couple between here and there. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Darticourse. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amadil, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was, she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance, alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Although my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kind woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawk Manor, my home, for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amadine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She would await you at Hockey Manor, on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. Hey, Langsley! If you don't have time or don't want to, just let me know. No. Be gone. I do not wish to kill you. And you can be gone too. We may have to like kill an eyeball. That's normally, well, normally going back and forth, but yeah, we go. Woohoo! And there is Nico. Thank you, darling. I are ready. Thank you, Jemima. I appreciate that. Jemima, we're gonna Jemima, I hope. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. And next week, we will certainly do our job getting the split. I think it's at 30. Eyeball! No, the bat. Just have to remember, open the chest. These are my level. Okay. Whee! Cute little Nico. Well then. You know what? I'm just gonna like run behind you. You crush your enemies. I don't think there's anything in this one. Boom, chakalaka. So I'm not worried about each and every door. I mean, if you're gonna open it, I'm gonna go in there. Fine wax. Was there one in there? I guess there was. Manor sandals. I am good, Darius. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, wow. Okay. Whee! I don't know where she's at. All the tiny keys. Whoop! I was looking to see if there was anything in there. I couldn't remember. I timed that in such a way that it looked like I one-shotted it. I know I did not, but it still looked that way. Now I know there's a chest in there. Because I think the chest upstairs does, if you're lucky, um, does the weapons. Ooh, I might be able to put these on now. I can, yay! I look a little silly in it, but that is okay. No. I'm just saying her face doesn't look all mild and stuff. Okay. No. Oh, we went over there. Okay. I'm like, where did you go? And it's a good book, too. Maybe I'll get lucky and get the pants. Bye! Thank you, Langsby! Thank you, Nico! Yay! I need to get dough, so I'm gonna pretend by saying blow kiss. Yay! Thank you. Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikeliest seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickens it to life. Oh, we have two of them. We have the asking of the 12th staff. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. And he's the asking of the 12th sword. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Heidelin chose well. Remember, rest if you need to. Don't play too much. It's unhealthy. Aw, thank you, darling. I appreciate that. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength for Master La Habrea. That task now accomplished, we take our leave of you. Fare you well, bringer of light. Well, okay then. All right. Now we get to report to Rosando. Where is Rosando? In Gradania. Oh, back to the man. Okay. first off. My glamour. Put it back. Alright. Jeez. Forget something I said. Link to a glamour plate. Here we go. That one will be our summoner, and the one that I normally wear on the original Gran'ma will be my scholar. Ah. You are returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amadine? You must tell me all. So she went so far as to consort with devils. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall, and may she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are of the same foul brood. So should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence I allowed I know not how many innocent women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore. Through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am an abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. And now we must return to the waking sands. And we are almost 33. Alright, ignore this. This is not part of the MSQ. But it is additional dungeon for me to get. So. Oh, please be a speaking part. Welcome back, Gran'ma. Full glad am I to see you safely returned. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn in the 12th Wood? Two of La Habrea's minions? And they sought to measure your strength by their own admission? Well, the devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then. The Asians have begun to move in earnest. But would that we knew to what end. I don't know this game. Look all the way that way. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless effort, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the three nations to the presence of this elusive enemy and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There's no shortage of misery in the world that the Asians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemies desire. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. And we got another book. Sorry, AFK is fine, baby. I wonder if we have titles yet. I forget when you actually start getting those. Oh, I got Gambler. But I don't want to be a gambler. I also need to repair soon. Wrath of the Titan. Minfilia is waiting to brief you and your fellow Scions on a new development.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan.
Of course they have.
Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvib hired able to fend them off.
Annie, you're so underrated. I'm sorry if I'm chatting too much. I just love your live and did so much. We ever play Minecraft? I will. I wanted to get into the storyline for this one. But I will actually have some things that I would like to do and show off in Minecraft. When there is events and stuff, I'll show those off from the server as well. So, yeah. Just bear with me.
Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched.
Hey, Francisco. How you doing, darling? You're welcome, Jermaine.
A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
Grandma's like, nope.
So you will accept? Thank you.
We can't very well send her to Limsa Lominsa without Y'shtola. Can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies, tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would.
Alfino.
Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Yay! We have our next task. That's good too for you, good you. That's good too for you, good you. We're all good. I'm good, you're good, they're good. Alright, who are we talking to? We're going all the way back to, I think I'm still down to that. I am, yay! Alrighty then. To the echo. Good to see you, Private Lalafell. The Scion sent word that you were on your way to business then. It is as we told the antecedent. The kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from Ogomoro. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals. Fodder for their fell primal. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Your deeds bring glory to the Maelstrom, Private Lalafell. Right proud am I to call you one of our own. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Gran'ma personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagin and the kobolds plagued our people. Nor is this the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was to the company of heroes we returned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we turn now to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you are right, yet the situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the Thalassprasi make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep their own lands, that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Lamensas who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Y'shtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it. Yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? Well, my apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa Lamensa's citizenry are, of course, a paramount concern. Already we have observed disruptions in the flow of aether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. I trust I can count on you, Private. You have my thanks, along with the full support of the Maelstrom. I await good tidings. I wonder if I have enough to up my rank. That the kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict before we meet Titan in the field. However, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe, and I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The company of heroes, it may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Grey Fleet Mills in Lower Lenosia. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you could ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. All right. Ignore me. Ah, yes, okay. This is my PvP. Apply for promotion. We have enough. Oh, I need 2,000? Or I have 2,000. Oh, nope, I need 2,000. Never mind. Alright, before we go speak, I'm going to turn in this PvP real quick. Actually, it's 10 o'clock. Well, okay. Time flies when you're having fun. So we have gotten this far. We are going to start getting information about Titan and doing our next fight and our next battle. I will be back streaming tomorrow. However, it is back on my Twitch account. But I will be back here next Monday where we will pick up where we left off. But if you are so inclined to find me on Twitch, I am on with my original Gran'ma, and we are still on the road to 80. I've finally gotten my tanks up to 80, and my Sam is at 70, but I still have to get my rogue, my monk, and my dragoon. I'm doing 10 at a time, get them up to 70, and then we'll start working on all 4 of them from 70 to 80. So, crossing the fingers because the little Gran'ma needs that amount. But I do hope to see y'all in chat tomorrow night. Thank you for coming. It's been a wonderful conversation. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Peace out. Keep doing you, boo. Have a great night and dream sweet. Bye, guys.